and welcome to my November comic reading wrap-up. In November, I read a nice big stack as well, so let's get started. There's a lot to get through. So, and this will be in order, more or less. So first thing I read in November was this Amazing Spider-Man annual. It's number 1, where he fights the Sinister Six. It's one of those, oldies ones where the art's like this. That wasn't bad, I liked it. Spidey thinks he's lost his powers, but it was all psychological. He still goes to fight the Sinister Six. But it was so funny, like, you got all these heroes just randomly appearing for a moment to advertise about them, like Captain America, Thor. It was very random. But yeah, I got this a while ago, finally read it. I think a year or two ago. Wasn't bad, but not one I'll be keeping. Is it, I just don't think I'll reread it. But still, it was pretty fun. Okay, next I read this anniversary 50th issue of the new Teen Titans. Who is Wonder Girl? Part 1 of 4. Inspired by Marvel. It was by DC. Lear got this for me also quite a while ago when the magazine stand in the center was still working. It's a fantastic, it's a George Perez cover, I think, yeah. It's a really cool cover. The story was good too. Maybe I'll try to get the rest of these one day to read the whole story. Even though I don't know that much about Wonder Girl. But I'll keep this one. Then I read this Detectives Comics number 27. I think this is supposed to be the first appearance of Batsy. Too much fucking yellow on that cover. There's an iconic cover. I only read the Batman story. It was pretty silly. Quite daft as a... No, not daft, but a bit silly with how it went. I tried to start and read the other stories, but I wasn't into it. So I'm definitely not keeping this one. But it was interesting to see, like, the, I guess, first appearance of old Batsy. Where he's holding the crook. And this cover's been a homage to Hell and Back. Okay. Next we have, Kento by the Dark Horse Comics. This is Kento number 4. I've continued reading. Fantastic covers on these. I'm loving the story. I'm missing one more issue to finish, but yeah, I read number 4. Of course, this is staying in the collection. Then I read these Excalibur comics. This is Excalibur number 53 and 54. I think Lear also found these for me on the stand. So yeah, this is one where Captain Britain meets Spidey. I really love the original costume. Much more than this one. So this one was nice, a bit dark with Captain Britain's... Not dark, but more serious with Captain Britain's drinking problem. Where Spidey reprimands him as... I forgot his real name. And then this one's a bit sillier, like old enemies of the Excalibur. They, so like, it has a whole theme of Alice in Wonderland. It was some shit, let me tell you. Whole trip. I'll put this in the maybe pile. I don't know if to keep those. But it's funny to see Captain America. It's from Captain America. Captain Britain with that clown nose. Excalibur. Excalibur is a fun series. Then I read Back from the Dead, Adventures of Superman, issue 500. This is that where his dad, Pa Kent, almost dies and tries to bring him back from the dead. It's got this really cool cover here. And I think some Supermans also appear. I love this series. I'm definitely keeping this one. Let's get going. Oh, and then I read this Daredevil and Batman by Marvel Comics. It's where they, well, not really work together, I would say. I didn't like it too much. The art was a bit wanky. And that's for wanky. Wacky. But that wasn't the bad parts. I don't like how they made Batsy here. He's quite a dick to to Daredevil, wherein the Spawn and Batman, where at least he worked with him. Here it was not at all with Daredevil. Yeah, I didn't like this one too much, so I'm not gonna keep it. That was that one. Cool cover though. Cool cover though. Oh, then I read this Dark Hawk issue 24, where he's fighting this evil Hawk. It's on the cover. This is also from the magazine stand. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. Also goes to the maybe pile. Apparently there's something like really hideous under Dark Hawk's like helmet, where even he gets scared of it, the evil Hawk guy. I tried looking for images, but it looks like they never showed it, so it's up to your imagination what's under there. It'll be something quite hideous. Oh, and then I read Michael Moore Elric, The Dreaming City. I got this one. Oh, that's a Sahara. This is by Titan Comics. This is a comic I got only because it has a Mike Mignola cover. You can see here. So apparently this is a book series, so I might, it is one worth checking out. I really like the art style in here, though. It's quite good. Very good. Really fits the story well. It's not that, you know, kind of more webcomic art that they do in some comics, which really ruins it. This fits very well. Even though this is a Mike Mignola cover, I'm not going to keep this one. Pains me to say, but I'm not going to continue collecting these, for one, and two, I'd rather just read the book series. Although it's a nice Mike Mignola cover, there's not that much to it. He has way nicer ones. Okay, oh, and then I read this Crisis on Infinite Earths. It's a Dollar Comics thing by DC. So basically it's a reprint of the story. Remember, it was pretty cool. They got all these like different universes that are being destroyed, and at a universe where Superman and the League were tyrants, actually, and Lex Luthor was like the good guy. It'd be worth checking out in the future, to be fair. It was quite cool. Okay, and then we have, oh yeah, then I read issue 2 of Neverwhere. I finally started by Vertigo. Finally began this series, and also filmed videos about it, of course. I read the book 7 years ago, and I read the first issue. And now I finally am reading the rest of the series. Of course, I'm keeping it. Oh, and then I read the Reign of the Superman, number 12. No, sorry, number 687. This is, I think this is where Superman returns. I think so, although not a... No, not exactly. This is the Eradicator, I think. The Eradicator's here. Yeah, this is the Eradicator. Where it kind of looks a little bit like it's Superman in the beginning, but it's actually the Eradicator. It's back. Okay, second pile. Alright, oh, then I read this Clive Barker's Hellraiser #1 by Boom Studios that I got from Leor. It was cool. I liked the art style. It had 2 stories in here, actually. Or 3, was it? I think it was more than... No, it was 2. I think 2. There's 2 stories. Yeah, cool. I've only read like 1 Clive Barker book thus far, but I would like to get more. This cover is sick, though. But I think this is a storyline where Pinhead wants to become human again because he's just tired of being a Cenobite. But to do that, he has to bring someone in his stead. And he wants to bring Christy from the one from the movies. Or from the first movie. So this will be also in the maybe pile. Oh, then I read this Booster Gold comic, issue number 9. Where Booster goes back in time, by DC of course, to prevent Blue Beetle from being murdered by Max... I forgot his surname. But yeah, that guy. And then you got these, it's a whole ass storyline. Might be worth pursuing in the future. It had, cause yeah, he had Superman under his control and he's trying to destroy old technology or something. Max, I mean, not Booster. Yeah, this was pretty cool. Okay, then we have, this, The Amazing Spider-Man, number 238. This is where the Hobgoblin reappears. This is also pretty cool. This is a facsimile, of course. I've got also quite a while back. I quite liked it. Well, apparently the Hobgoblin, this one is someone from the Bugle, actually. Because I went to look it up. His name is Ned, and it's, I think, the same character from the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies. But now they've made him a fat kid. Okay? If they're gonna make him the Green Goblin, the Hobgoblin, I'm gonna start laughing. Because I don't care how much weight the glider can carry. You're still gonna have a hard time maneuvering when you're shaped like the Michelin Man. I mean, again, they're probably not gonna make him into the Hobgoblin, but still, if they did, that would be fucking funny. I also put that in the maybe pile, I don't know. We'll see. I really got to get rid of some comics. Oh, and then I read Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man issue number 1. This is a different series. It's the one where Tarantula comes back. This was also pretty funny. Oh, the Tarantula. And interesting. Yeah, so this is something different here altogether. Spidey's having not a good day. Oh, look, there's Mr. Bill. It's a Covered Slingers joke. Yeah, I won't keep this one. It's too many Spider-Man series. Okay, and there's Kento number 5 I've also read. I'm loving these. These covers are fantastic. Look at that. Unfortunately, the fight doesn't go like that, but oh well. Oh, and then I read also something I got a while back. It's the Storyteller, a Tale 1 of 2, the Shapeshifters. Or Storyteller Shapeshifters by Archaia, or, well, actually it's by, just Archaia, but it said something else on my comic shop. But anyway, if you know Jim Henson's The Storyteller, it's a TV show. I caught a bit of it on some channel when I was a kid, and I really loved it. Yeah, it's a story about 4 siblings. A sister and her, I think 3 brothers. And so the storyteller is telling this as his pet dog brings him like a book, so he'll write these down. I mean, don't you want to become famous? And it's got a moral and everything. It was nice. The art inside wasn't too bad as well. I won't be keeping it though. Oh, look at that. That's really cute. And then I read Reign of the Superman, Back for Good, issue 82. This is where that's it. Supes is finally back. Finally, he is back. It was really cool, and I love the longer hair, too. Great cover. Oh, let's start hurrying here. Then I read Lock and Key, or the Sandman Universe Lock and Key, issue 1, Hell and Gone. This is also something I picked up a long time ago. Apparently, it only had 2 series. Now, I can't tell you much because I haven't read that much Sandman, and I haven't read Lock and Key yet either. But it was pretty cool. The art style in here is very, very good. Very good art style here. I'll put that in the maybe pile. I gotta start hurrying here. I don't have a lot of battery left. Okay, then we have The Punisher issue 75. This was cool. This is like a conclusion of a story here. It's part 3. It's a fucking cool cover. Look at that knife. Okay, then we have Mark Hazard Merc issue 3. by Marvel. I am loving this series as well. Then we have, we have this Legend and the Sensational Spider-Man issue 0. It's the one with the Ben Reilly. It's got a fucking cool card here that shifts. I really love that. But the story, I don't know. I didn't care for it that much. Too much. I can see why people didn't like the whole clone thing. I don't like it either. So I'm not going to keep this one for definitely. It's also leaving my collection. Oh, then I read Superman issue 80. Man, Hank Henshaw is a real fucking bastard, let me tell you. Poor Eradicator, even though he is also a bit of a bastard. Fortunately, that doesn't happen like that, but man, it looks like he's destroying him. And he did. But his hair doesn't go like that. For some reason, it looks like he's getting old really quick. Really cool. Okay, then I read issue 3 of Neverwhere. Look at those covers. And then I read this Batman, Who Is He? What Is He? The Chimera. And that's issue 364. Jason Todd is in this one. I really liked it. This might be yellow on the cover, but I'll keep it. I love these old Batsies. Okay, that's it. We got a little bit left and we're done. Okay, then I read this that I found, the Transformers. Scourge is scrapped. This is issue, issue, there we go, number 83. It's quite cool. The size is quite big, as you can see, but regardless, it is a cool one. I won't keep it, but I really enjoyed the read here. The art inside is quite good as well. Here's a sample. Yeah, you gotta be careful with this one. It's a little bit older. Okay. Oh, then I read Elseworlds Annual, a Superman one, and it was fucking awesome. The art is a Mike Mignola cover. That's why Lear found this for me also a long time ago. It's fucking awesome. So it's Superman as, I guess, Tarzan or Mowgli kind of, where he was sent to Earth, but he was found by a wolf instead of humans. But then he still ends up being taken into the human world later on and meets Lois and has 3 kids with her. But it was amazing. I really loved it. I even loved the interior art too. This is some of the interior. It's very, very cool. Loved this one. Yeah, fantastic. I really gotta find more of these Elseworlds ones. And there's issue 4 of Neverwhere. And we got issue 5 of Neverwhere. There we go, by Vertigo. I miss Vertigo. There we got Justice League America, issue 70, Funeral for a Friend. This one was very, very sad, I must say. Very sad. And then we have issue 6 of Neverwhere. There we go. There's Dora on the front cover there. And last one is Impulse, issue 19 by DC. I don't like the art style. It's the same one that's inside that's on the cover. It's a little, I don't know. It's the faces I don't like really that much. And man, this issue it felt like a fucking filler. But basically the whole story is, Bart, or Impulse, has to go to bed by his guardian, Max. And he doesn't want to, but then he goes to bed and he's lying awake for quite a while. And then he finally falls asleep at like 2 a.m. And then he just has a long, weird dream. And then he wakes up and realizes it's not even morning yet. Like the time to get up and go to school. And he's, it grounds, and that's the whole fucking issue. I was like, that's it? That's it? I think this was just a filler. They just didn't know what to fucking write. I don't know. It's just like, really? Because it looks, like I know who you are. Like, ooh, is there gonna be tension? Nah. It's a dream. It's a dream. Oh well. Definitely not keeping that one either. So, that is it, folks. This is everything I read in November. We had quite a good reading month as well. Quite a lot of comics finished. Still got many more left, of course, though. But hey, I'm slowly getting there, so that's good. But yeah, let me know if you read anything out of this, and if you did, what did you think about it? And remember, collect what you're passionate about, share it on YouTube. Bye!